Are back. And let me start by saying, I don't think this is the video you think it is. First, Eric July. I used to follow him a long time ago when he actually talked about comics and was all about the comics, which he still is. But then he started to get into all of the politics, and I think he got a deal with Glenn Beck or something like that, and he's joins the Geeks and Gamers. And one of my problems with the Geeks and Gamers in general and the fandom menace is that they always complain, rip on content, rip on social media. They try to create these fake narratives, if you will. And my biggest complaint is they don't have any solutions. All they do is complain. Josiah Rises, I just gotta come, and all these guys. All they do is complain. Jeremy, the only thing that comes out of his mouth is shit. Drunk 3PO, he just wants to jerk off to Gina Carano, not a problem. And all the rest of them. They know who they are. But Eric July has done the one thing that I've always asked. I've been on his Twitter feed. I've called out his grifting videos. I've poked the bear. He's actually responded to me on a couple of things. But he actually stepped up and he's created a solution to his problem. Now, this is something that he's been thinking about for a long time. But, because of the current climate and, race swapping of characters and bringing in all the SJW stuff, that comics are just, I don't like them anymore. But the solution is he's created his own comic books. He's creating his own comic books, the RippaVerse. And this is where I actually applaud him, because instead of complaining about it, he's actually doing something about it. And even if he has a small niche in the huge comic book market, which who knows, this thing could blow up and be the next Marvel. I'm sure that's what he's guessing. I am on his side. Only because someone like myself, who works in the film industry full time, in between when I'm not on a television show or a movie, I produce my own projects as well. He says in his video, no ethnic backgrounds or genetic makeup is going to be involved in his comic books, which is virtue signaling. He probably doesn't see it, but it is, which is fine if that's how he's going to put out the red meat to the base that's going to be buying the comic books. No politics. He doesn't want to do politics. He just wants to focus on story and canon and timeline and all that good stuff that makes up comic books. And so again, if somebody like Jeremy decided to do something other than complain all the time, or Ryan Kinnell, all they do is complain and bitch and moan, but they don't have a creative bone in their body. But here comes Eric July. And he says, you know what? I've had enough. I'm going to make my own comic book. Now, whether it sells, so far he's got, I think, 11,000 or more people that are subscribing so that he can, raise money so that he's going to write this thing, but he's got to get artists and a whole 9 yards. I'm on board with him with this because it's actually a solution to the problem he thinks there is. And that has to be applauded. He's willing to put his money where his mouth is, or your money if you're subscribing to his, he's probably got this idea from the Daily Wire because they do everything subscription, and Glenn Beck has a subscription based thing. And, I'm sure the comic book characters will be selling vitamins and things like that, in commercials later on. But the bottom line is, he's actually doing something, and that can't be ignored. And there is a base out there that's going to buy this comic book and all these characters, and that's fine. I just wish the other Geeks and Gamers clan were as creative as Eric July. So that's my take on the RippaVerse. and hopefully it'll be good. So far, the drawings look great of the characters, and hopefully the storylines will be good too. I mean, he's so entrenched in comic book lore. He understands things, you know. I'm sure he's going to take little bits of things that he's always enjoyed in comic books and put it in his own. So it'll probably be an amalgamation of everything we've already known and seen, but that's okay. It'll be disguised in the RippaVerse. But hey, he's trying. He's doing something. Got to give him credit. What do you guys think of the RippaVerse? Do you think it's going to be successful? I actually hope it is. And that's it. That's my hot take on the RippaVerse and Eric July. I will continue to troll him on Twitter because it's fun to poke the bear. At least it starts a conversation, you know. If he can make more money at this, then maybe he doesn't need to do grifting videos anymore. And that would be a good thing for YouTube. So, what do you guys think? The RippaVerse. Let's talk about it in the comment section. We'll see you on the next one.